everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and it's Wednesday, and it's the middle of the day, and I'm not at work, and it's because I got kind of a bonus holiday with the National Day of Mourning going on. I, A, won't be getting any mail today, and B, the stock market's closed, so I don't have to go to work. My office is closed, and so I'm going to go play golf here in a little bit. It's a beautiful day here in Texas, and it's not going to be later this week, so I'm going to take advantage of it right now. But what video I wanted to do today was finally get around to doing a response video for Sconnie Tradition. Scott's running a contest for reaching 200 subscribers, so congratulations, Scott. Your channel is fantastic. I love it. I have to watch your videos when they come on because you're going to always show something really cool. And I'll talk a little bit more about your channel here in a minute. But he had 5 different questions that he wanted us to answer to kind of get to know everybody in a little bit different way than how we know everyone through the community. And his first question was, what is your favorite song and or artist? And that's really tough for me. I mean, I like all kinds of music. I mean, from country to rap to disco to hip hop, pop, you name it, I pretty much listen to it. And so really hard for me to narrow it down, but I said to myself, if I had to only listen to one or two people, one or two bands or people for the rest of my life, who would it be? And that came down to, I chose the Beatles, is like someone I could just listen to all the time. And that came late in life for me, honestly. I've only liked the Beatles for maybe the last 10 years. Before that, I didn't give them much thought, but if you listen to their songbook, it's pretty incredible. And the other one would be Billy Joel, would be someone that I can just listen to over and over and never really get sick of. So that's kind of where I landed with that question. His next question was, what's your favorite movie and or movie franchise? And I've been watching a lot of these submission videos for this contest, and I can't believe no one said this. Everybody's, Star Wars, Rocky, whatever. But for me, my favorite movie series is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, better known as MCU. I mean, all the way from Iron Man through everything they're doing now with Avengers and all of that. I mean, how can you go wrong? It's just fantastic. There's so much going on, so many different characters, so many different movies to choose from that it's just my favorite for sure. Favorite TV shows. That's another tough one for me. I was thinking back to shows from when I was a kid as well as current. I mean, I'm 45 years old, so I've had a lot of TV in my life. And I mean, there are a few shows in my life that I can say I've literally watched every episode of them. And it started when I was a kid, and it was the Brady Bunch. I've seen every Brady Bunch multiple times from when I was a kid when it was in syndication. The second show that I've seen every episode is from my teenage years, and that was Saved by the Bell. I mean, who wouldn't want to watch Kelly Kapowski all the time? That was a show I've seen every episode of that, including the college years and all the crap that came after that, all the TV specials and all that. And the third show I've seen all the episodes of that I watched as a young adult was Friends. Friends came out right when I was in the middle of college, and basically for a decade I watched every episode of that and have continued to do that. Now my daughter loves Friends. She's seen every episode. So those are 3 shows that I would say I watched. My current favorite, my favorite show of those is Friends for sure. It made me laugh literally every week, and that was funny. My favorite show right now that's currently going is Game of Thrones. I mean, we have some Game of Thrones fans here on YouTube, and it's just a show that I just love. The character development, all the things going on, storylines. It's pretty great. I really, really enjoy it. So I would have to choose Game of Thrones for current. That's another tough one to try to figure out. This one's relatively easy. The fourth question he had was, what drew me to your channel? And Scott, I have to tell you, football cards aren't really my thing, although I appreciate them and like them. And I know, you're a big Packers guy and you have a lot of vintage football. But when you started doing vintage, and I'll watch that, don't get me wrong, I really appreciate it and enjoy seeing that kind of stuff. But when you started doing the top 250 sports cards in the hobby, set registry, that really started to pique my interest and really made me just much more interested in what you were getting all the time, because I just think they're all iconic cards, and that runs across multiple sports. So it'll be neat to see how you progress through that. And man, you're not kidding around. You get really nice examples of the cards. For mine, I don't get nearly as high grades as you do on the things you're getting, which is great. And keep it up, man. Just keep going. The last thing you wanted us to do was to give a shout out to a YouTuber that kind of has less than 200 subs. And so I went through my list of channels that I'm subscribed to, which is about 200 or so, maybe a little more. And the guy that I landed on that I thought, you know, could use the shout out as much as anyone is a guy named Cardi C. And I'll put a link to his channel down below. But Cardi C, the baseball card collector. And what I like about his channel is he's down to earth, laid back guy, you know, responds a lot on my channel in terms of being involved in communicating and all that kind of stuff. He's doing the top 300 baseball cards by Mike Payne set registry, which is neat. He does modern, vintage, slabs, whatever. He's got a whole bunch of different stuff, and he's really new. I think he only, as me shooting this video, he had like 78 subscribers. So he's definitely someone that deserves to have a larger following. So if you want to go check him out, on my advice, please do. So there you go. Again, Scott, congratulations on 200 subscribers. You're going to get to 500, 600, 800, 1,000 before you know it, because your channel's that good, and really appreciate you doing the contest. Good luck to everybody, and you guys keep collecting.